Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Part-Time Theories into your unregularly scheduled theory of the month, year. Let's leave it at month. Okay, so before I start this video, I would like to say I've been trying to record since I've been planning, more accurately said, to record on Friday. But what happened was, this week was absolutely horrendous. Okay, so first, my throat starts killing me, which I was like, well, damn, I'm gonna, I hope it gets better until Friday, so I can record, So after the shittiest Thursday of my life, probably, I'm not gonna say why, spoilers to school, I wake up on Friday, and my throat is murdering me. So, I didn't go to school, thankfully, though that was a good part. I didn't go to school on Friday because of that. But I couldn't record, which was what I wanted to do on Friday or Saturday. And, well, and then I went through Friday, basically, my throat killing me. I got a COVID test, luckily it was negative, so I'm not, for that it was just common fever. The next day, you know what, it doesn't matter. I had a family, basically I couldn't record until today, even though I wanted to. You don't care. Let's move on to the second point I want to say before this video starts. There will be no Season 3B trailer. I like it better this way, yes, it's a lot better, but what? Do you remember the thumbnail I showed and my thoughts on Froggy Christmas? I can't use that anymore because there's no trailer. I can't use it. And I was so proud of it. It didn't take me that much time, but it was so proud of it. It looked so cool. Damn it, I can't use it anymore. Well, to make up for it, I'm going to put it in the background now, alongside my character, to remind myself that, I don't know, to give it a use, man. To remind myself I couldn't use that image. That's probably the second time Amphibia has trolled me with, other than, the whole, none of the snow episodes air in December. That is still abysmal. But granted, I think it's a good idea to go completely blind. This is the final part of the season. No spoilers. Well, no spoilers. Now, what I don't know is the titles. We're probably going to get the titles, but the synopses. Are we going to get the synopses? I mean, probably. I don't think we're going to get trailer, but I don't know if we're getting the synopses. I don't know if we're... I would assume no, and we're just getting the titles, which is fine. It's a final season. A lot of plot points, and we're going to go over some of them in this video, because these are my Amphibia predictions. Third thing before less important, this wasn't supposed to be the video for the week. There was supposed to be another one, which will probably come out after winter break. This is kind of a two-video thing. It's not a two-parter. It's two separate videos I'm doing for December. I was planning to do them on winter break when it started, but I decided no. I'm going to do this one first and do the second one probably on winter break. So yeah, it's an outhouse video. It's a very speculative outhouse video. It's not really real evidence, just like this one, though this one has a little bit of evidence. But I talk too much. I just mentioned a bunch of things you may or may not care about. The first one I pretty sure don't care. But intro. Let's go. Okay, so after that whole explaining life and telling you that there is no trailer and there probably won't be synopses, probably just titles, and the other video, let's move into today's prediction video. I'm going to try to predict some of the plot lines of the final 20, maybe 11 episodes. I calculated, I think it's going to be 20. At least 20. Counting the segments, obviously it's split up across 11 episodes, but I think it's going to be at least 20 well, actually, sorry, at most 20. Because they could perfectly put the last 5 episodes 20 minutes. But to the actual important stuff, let's try. Okay, so Season 3A left us with a bit of a bait. Let's go to keep watching the show, which we're all going to do anyway. It wasn't intended to be the mid-season finale, but it worked because, of course, it did. We love the show. We will watch it until it dies. At least I will. Be it bad or be it good. Hopefully good. Please. Please! Please! Please, don't be another star. Jesus. Okay, so the actual prediction. Okay, so let's start with the interesting part of the show, Amphibia. I know how ironic. We've been on Earth through the entirety, most of Season 3A, but, yeah, ironic. None of the episodes of Amphibia Season 3A, well, one of them, well, 2 actually, takes place in Amphibia. Okay, so I think, like the Roundtable said in their video, we will be revisiting Turning Point, the plotline introducing Turning Point, and Olivia and Yoon. And what I want, this is also counted to the video of what I want, more Sasha and Marzi interactions. Everybody wants it, man. Honestly, they interacted in one episode, and that was the Third Temple, and they barely did it. Why? It's literally in true colors, like, it was one, they interacted with everyone at the same time, or they didn't interact at all, or they interact with Anne. Oh, man. Yeah, I need more Sasha and Marcy interactions. Everyone does. Because they're supposed to be as much friends as each other as they are with Anne. Well, maybe Sasha more Marcy, more friends with Anne because, they've known each other since childhood. Still, we got no interactions with them alone other than, Third Temple. That's kind of weird, especially if they have such a close bond as they had with Anne, but weird. So how do we get them? They probably won't. Their first option would probably be Anne because, superpowers, but there's a problem. Andrew's probably has the box heavily guarded, incredibly guarded. So yeah, that's kind of out of the question. So they can't go with Anne. So what's their next best option? Sasha. Granted, I'm pretty sure they're kind of spiteful with Sasha. She betrayed them, stabbed them in the back. She threw Yuden into a river. Yeah. They won't be compliant. But Sasha has an army, Sasha has resources, and Sasha has probably why they would go with her in the first place. Beryl's Warhammer. Well, Grime has it. Grime has Beryl's Warhammer. Why do I bring it up? Well, if you look at the show, Andreas was only really hurt, only flinched by 2 things. The Calamity Powers and Beryl's Warhammer. They used Beryl's Warhammer to put down Andreas into the floor and take over Utopia for a few minutes? An hour? I don't know how long they did it. And the only other thing to do it was Anne's superpowers. That may be because it still has a little bit of power infused, but I'm going to assume it's just the natural power of the hammer that was reactivated by the gem that was within Sasha, and that's right here for that. And Yeah, they're probably going to go for that because of Pharaoh's Warhammer. I don't think they really have much faith in Sasha. And while Grime and Yunan fight Andreas, probably Yunan and Olivia are going to Sasha and Olivia go find Marcy, enter her mind, and that's how we get more interactions. Granted, that's probably going to take like 2 episodes, I'd say, 3. From them going in an alliance and them getting to Utopia. The Utopia part will probably be evaded because probably we'll have an episode in between, and then we'll get the whole mind thing. That's my prediction. That's my prediction for that. And, well, what else? What else is there to do? Andreas. I know Andreas' backstory is cut and clear. He was betrayed by his friends, and he's evil now. So yeah, we don't know why his friends betrayed him, and we don't know how he feels, how he reacted more accurately. But I think his story is going to parallel a bit with Sasha. A little bit. It kind of parallels with Anne as well, because, friends betrayal. Wow. A pink and a green friend betrayed you. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's going to parallel with that. And another thing, is Andreas going to be redeemed? I was 20% sure, well, 40% sure after Olivia and Yunan, but after Funny Little Christmas, I'm a bit more leaning to 20% sure. Because I'm not sure. He's presented as this big evil villain. He does a lot of things in Funny Little Christmas, but in Olivia and Yunan, it's like he seems to feel a bit bad for his actions. Maybe it's because of Marcy. I don't know. I don't really know. But yeah, I feel like his story is going to parallel a lot with Sasha. After his friends betrayed him, he became evil and took friendship and lost the box and all that stuff. And the Corps probably gave him a lot of crap for that. A ton for that. I don't imagine. Imagine having to do a plan for who knows how many years the Newts live, and you're the next heir to the throne, and you mess it up. Imagine that, you mess it up. Imagine how the Corps, imagine what the Corps did to him, and imagine what his parents. That's why I meant parallel to Sasha. I'm pretty sure Andrew were extremely high expectations for him. They needed him to carry out the plan, and they trusted him, and they probably became one with the Corps, I'd say, right before the box was stolen. And, well, yeah, I think that's what happened, personally. That's my speculation about that. This is a very weird video. It's basically me talking things. Now, will Andreas be redeemed? That I'm not sure. But now, we're moving on to a more sensitive topic, or well, a more talked about topic, other than Andreas' backstory. That topic is, will the girl stay in Amphibia? Now, obviously, Anne isn't going to stay in Amphibia. Many of you have stated multiple reasons why not. And the whole message of, even though some people will be very important in your life, they might leave one day, or they will eventually leave one day, but it doesn't matter. The memories will always live. It's a message that I think will definitely be conveyed. Now, for the other two, I'm not sure. I'm like a 70% sure Sasha's gonna stay, and I want to say 50% that Marcy's going to stay. Because Sasha, because her family is suppose is commonly conceived to be pretty bad, and the divorced parents. I wouldn't be surprised if she ends up staying with, all the people that hopefully will interact with in season 3B. Hopefully she'll interact with, the other characters and work closer to them. Other than Grime, even though I think Grime is enough reason to stay, for her to stay in Amphibia and not go back. That I think is pretty obvious. Grime has been a pretty great influence to Sasha, a pretty great mentor, and just because of that, he's one of the best characters in Amphibia. You cannot deny me that. Which reminds me, I need to redo that Amphibia tier list. That was the most watched video of my channel, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to have to check. And as for Marcy, it's a 50-50. If her family already left, like some people think, I would say she would go and stay in Amphibia. This is kind of her fault. Again, it's technically also Sasha's, but it's also her fault that Andreas was able to execute the plan in the first place, so maybe she'll feel guilty because of that and want to go back to Amphibia. Plus, Amphibia is a great place to her. Even though it's basically Earth with frogs, a magical place with a lot of new stuff, and it would make sense to me that she would like to stay. Now, if her parents didn't go, I doubt that she would stay in Amphibia because she has her parents, and she hasn't got any close bonds, like, Olivia and Yunan just wanted her for military reasons. Andreas is still, we know Andreas cares about Marcy, we just don't know if he's going to redeem, as I said before. So, yeah. Those are my predictions for Season 3B. This video is kind of split recorded across multiple moments, so if you notice the difference in audio, that's why. Next video should come out around 27th or 28th December. No, sorry, 20th or 21st of December. That is Monday and Tuesday of next week. And it will be an Owl House video. I will be covering Owl House. And I still have the idea of an inside job theory. So, and a Genshin theory I might do. An impact theory. I am going to do it. Then nobody leaves comments on this. Well, barely anyone. But, yeah. Thank you for watching, and, well, bye.